Just up here in the Adirondacks state land. Never been down this road before. According to the map, there's all kinds of campsites and stuff up here. I just passed one. There's a camper sitting at. Must be somebody set up deer camp or something. But beautiful woods. Apparently down here a ways there's a kind of a small pond, small lake, swampy area, so I'd like to go down there and check that out, see if it was anything worth duck hunting. But looking for a spot to set up a trail camera. I've got a cell cam. It'd be kind of cool to set up here. Every once in a while they say that there's moose walking through, so it'd be really cool to get a picture of one of those, but I don't know. We'll see. Gonna go do a little exploring before I go to work. Well, this is the water that they show on the map. Guess it's a little overgrown, too far gone. Must have just been a swamp that got overgrown or something, I don't know. But oh well, beautiful scenery anyway. Drive up here a little further, check out some of these other campsites, and move on. Big marsh here. I was gonna try to go over in there, but got down in here and I can't hardly stay above ground. Just sink. So with deer's skinny hooves, I don't think they'll be out in here hiding. If I ever shot a deer over there, it would be a nightmare trying to get it back across. Have to go a different route probably. But beautiful little hidden spot down in here. That's for sure. Well, I think I'm gonna go back to the truck and go down to a little swamp that I fished not too long ago, and try to get around to the other side of it and see if I can see any deer sign, possibly put my trail camera up. But I don't know, this is a cool little spot for sure. But see you soon. I just walked in from this big ridge here, climbed up the hill and walked along that ridge, brought me over here. And right down here, you can kind of see the water there and out through there. But this is where that big swamp is that I fished not too long ago. Kind of want to get over to the other side there and see if I can find a spot to put my trail camera. I haven't seen any buck sign yet. No deer droppings or anything actually, but I'm gonna walk. Oh, I just heard something. Probably a squirrel. Gonna walk down and around to the other side there and see if I can come across anything. See you over there. Well, this is that swamp. Got a big beaver house right there. Huge beaver house. You can actually see, can't see it on the camera, but you can actually see where they've been sliding down it. But yeah, what an awesome little hidden spot. But I'd like to go kind of over on that knoll a little bit there and see if there's any deer signs, deer trails, deer dropping, whatever. See if I can't set up a trail camera here and get some pictures. Possible place to hunt. I was really expecting to walk back in here and see ducks on this, but I haven't seen any. But anyways, moving over there. Beaver's been gnawing away at this thing. It's pretty cool. It's a good sized tree. But just about got it. Well, apparently I can't just walk across here. This has got quite a mouth on it and goes right back into another big opening. And down over there, there's another opening. So I'm not exactly sure how to get over there without bringing my hip waders and such. Might have to chill here for a minute and come back with my waders. I'm not sure. They've been gnawing at that one too. Destructive little critters. There's a doe standing right over there. She just came running in. There she goes running. I've just been sitting here. That doe was over there. I've just been sitting here listening, seeing what was going on. And I heard something up over here behind me. And 2 doe and 2 4-points just walked right through there. Like nothing was up, just cruising. There's deer everywhere up here. And what kills me is you go down to the local bar or something, and the locals just, they sit there and say, oh, they don't see any deer. I don't know. There's deer here, that's for sure. But anyways, before it gets dark, I'm gonna probably walk down that way and around this water up on that side hill. I keep hearing all kinds of commotion up in there, so maybe there's some deer sign, place I can put my trail camera. But this is definitely a spot to come back to when I could have it all day sit, that's for sure. What a blast it's been so far. Well, sitting up here on this ridge. Wow, a grouse just took off. I don't know if you could hear that. It's pretty close. Sitting up here on this ridge, there's a little pond, water right there. And a beaver was just jumping around, going nuts down there. And then I'm sitting here, and I had my knee up, and my back's against this tree, and my back was killing me. So I put my leg down, and right over there, through them trees, the deer just blew at me, took off running. All I saw was the tail. It sounded pretty deep, like it was a buck, but I don't know. I didn't get a look at the head. But what a spot. This is unreal. Where I was just sitting and saw that other doe is right behind me, not too far away, just on the other side of that swamp up on a ridge. But definitely a spot to consider putting a stand and come back to. But we'll sit here a little while longer and see what happens. Well, I'm back to the truck now and heading back. I did end up putting my trail camera up on a tree, kind of down in that bowl. I found what appeared to be a semi-beaten down path there. So, with all the action that I saw in that short period of time that I sat there, you know, it might be a good spot. I'm definitely gonna come back and hunt it when I have more time, for sure. and when I can actually get dressed and be serious about it. But yeah, no, that was an exciting little sit there with all the critters I saw and the deer and everything else. And I just want everybody to know, like, I making that comment earlier about the locals, I was in no way, shape, or form making fun of anybody or talking bad or anything like that. It's just naturally, I don't know, funny to me that, you know, they all say that they haven't even seen deer. So I don't know, I guess they're just not in the right spot, but there's definitely deer back there, and I won't be telling nobody. No, I'm not that kind of guy. I'll tell whoever wants to know where it's at. But yeah, I think between the swamp there with all that standing water and you know, trying to shoot ducks off of it, and that big ridge there with the big bowl and kind of where two streams funnel together there, I think that'd be a hell of a spot. And somewhere around here alongside this road could potentially be a duck and deer camp, but exactly what I've been looking for. But anyways, gonna get heading back and get some dinner going. I'm starving. So see you soon. Good morning, everybody. Last night we went and set that trail camera, found that decent spot, it seems, to potentially hunt in the future for deer. And today, well, this morning, before I get busy, I'm driving out. Oh, they must have logged back in there. There's a spot up here for potential duck hunting. It's state land, state water. But yeah, I'm gonna drive up here and check it out and see if it's anything worth potentially hunting, and I'll show it to you when we get there. But lots of state woods up here. There she is. Big old wetland into a pretty decent sized body of water, but didn't see any ducks on it. It's kind of snowy, rainy mix today though, so it's kind of crappy out, but I don't know. We'll have to drive up the road here a little further and see if there's any sorry about that. Truck was coming and I was blocking the road, but there's another view of it. Have to drive up the road here, see if there's any spot to set up camp or anything like that, but I think that's got potential for sure, but we'll see. You know, it's stuff like that right there that gives hunters a bad name. That is a carcass and a hide off a deer that obviously somebody shot, and we're on the road, and it's literally just thrown there. And I almost think that truck that just passed me is the ones that just threw it there, because I came through here earlier and I definitely would have seen that, and I didn't see it. I could have missed it, I don't know, but just disgusting. I mean, at least take it out in the woods a ways so you can't see it driving down the road or something. I'm all for feeding the wildlife and all that, but Jesus, come on. As I was sitting there kind of ranting a little bit about that carcass, a truck came up behind me around the corner, so now they probably think I just did that, but oh well. But yeah, right there basically where that carcass was, just a little bit up the road, was what appeared to be a nice big camping spot, flat, with somebody had put a fire ring there with some rocks. But yeah, I don't know, might be a good duck camp spot for sure. Well, another work week done. Heading home now. Wasn't a bad week. We got some exploring in and set that trail camera up. Got a bunch of work done on the cabin. But I hear that it's a shit show back home with the snow. It's kind of weird that I'm gonna drive south and run into snow, especially when it's like this up here. It's kind of weird. I've seen some pictures though, and it doesn't look great. But gonna hit the road now and see you when we get there. Yeah, I'd have to say we got a good amount of snow. This is pretty wild. It's like a winter wonderland around here. It's kind of weird I went south to run into snow. Almost home.